wanted to thank those of you who donated so generously to our GoFundMe, because everything you see here was because of people's generosity. It's amazing what you can do with a lot of money. So, really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, the shrimp didn't run out, the chicken didn't run out, it's all good. Let's hear it for the shrimp chicken. In the summer of 2023, I began envisioning Kim's 35th anniversary party. I wasn't planning on this, but here we are. I'm reminded of the Last Supper in the Bible, where Jesus and his disciples
This is
gathered.
not looking good.
Where Jesus and his disciples gathered around the table to share one last meal together. The next few weeks will be a blur, a flurry of activity, and then it's over. This is our Last Supper, a chance to share a meal, create some final closing memories before our beloved Reverend Kim leaves. And we understand that at a certain age, one wants to stop working 90 hours a week. You probably want to take some time to spend with your wife. We get that, but our hearts are still broken. More than this, our hearts are broken open, and the tears are flowing. So many of us have been strong or in denial, and it's okay to cry today. Do you like these lovely centerpieces I made in my house? It's okay to cry. It is. We'll all do it together. Out of these broken, open hearts flows an outpouring of love and gratitude. Every person in this room has a story that begins with the words, "If it hadn't been for Kim." For everything, there is a season, and we can grieve later, but for now, let's keep our hearts open so the love and the gratitude can spill out into this room and surround our Kim with enough to last a lifetime. Today, we have two individuals who are going to say a few words about Kim, hopefully good ones. One from the beginning of her career, and one toward the end. We have here Reverend Dr. Anita Farber-Robertson. She was one of Kim's very first friends in ministry. They served in the same district starting in 1985. Reverend Anita is the Senior Minister Emeritus of First Parish in Canton, Massachusetts, where she served for 11 years. Following that, she served for 8 years at the UU Church of Greater Lynn. Following that, she became an interim minister, going on to serve 11 of our congregations in transitional ministries. Reverend Anita is also a professor of communication and a published author. She says she is retired, enjoying her 4 children, many grandchildren, and her dog. But Kim says she's not convinced Reverend Anita is really retired. Reverend Anita, thank you for being here today. It means the world to Kim and all of us. Come on up for a minute.
It is a joy to be here. Thank you, Kim, for making this possible and for the community you have called together over the years. So it's quite wonderful. I am going to be brief because when I have our prepared remarks, because I did not know I was going to be here, I did not know I was going to be invited. And so what I did was, out of my heart, I wrote a letter. And it includes Kim, but it actually was written to you, the congregation. So I'm going to, like I said, I wrote this letter to you thinking I was not going to be able to be here. So dear Reverend Kim and members of the Arlington Street Church, 35 years ago, I gathered with you and with Kim and installed Reverend Kim as your senior minister. On that auspicious day, I stood in your pulpit and delivered the charge to the congregation, which is why I'm speaking to you. That was a long time ago. I no longer have the text of my message to you, but I do remember the imagery that I used. Maybe there are some of you here who remember that too. I remember calling up the ancient practice of commentary and artful illustration in the margins of ancient manuscripts of sacred texts. This art and these commentaries lifted up important issues in the text and sometimes challenged the reader, bringing deeper reflection and texture to the narrative. I suggested to you Arlington Street Church at the time, who often lives and practices at the margins, that you are here to do for us what the ancients did in those margins. Use the vantage point to lift up what needs to be noticed and otherwise would be overlooked. To draw illustrations that reflect the beauty of our narrative that otherwise would go unseen. To offer pointers to a better understanding of our story and our role in this place and this time. To see the holy where others have missed it and give it a proper place. And you delivered. You delivered. You teamed up, you and Reverend Kim, to create and sustain a vibrant ministry that is in and for the city of Boston, but is also of and for the many, many on the margins. Lifting up what needs to be raised, pointing out what needs to be noticed, and hallowing the holy in the many and surprising places it continually shows up. Well done. Well done, Kim. Well done, Kim. And well done, Arlington Street Church. Your 35 years together have been a gift to us all. Congratulations and thank you. Blessings, all of you. Kim and congregation in the next leg of your journeys. Amen.
And I've asked Lucy Humphreys to speak today. My very favorite memory of Lucy is at potluck. They were standing right over there. She was dragging her 8-year-old brother George on her leg. They were just kind of dragging him like a dust mop across the floor. And now look at you. When I was growing up, we had large gatherings at the holidays. We had the children's table and the adult table. I've had the privilege of watching you grow into the fine young woman that you are, and it's a gift to welcome you to my kitchen and offer you a seat at the table. Please come.
I've been at Arlington Street since before I even existed. I mean, my moms were literally pregnant with me when they came to the Christmas Eve service. They were looking for a community to raise me in, and we found even more than that. This has become one of my many homes, and that is due in part to Reverend Kim. I have had the joy of being raised through you and the immense pleasure of having you as my minister for my whole life. I was raised here. I ran to be first in line for hot dogs at lunch. I did coming of age, participated in the Christmas Eve services and the mitten tree. I did owl and painted a mural in the stairwell, and now I am a member of the worship team. I'm even giving a sermon to the star. You've been such an incredible role model and leader in my life. You've even helped me with projects in college. You are someone who I will always look up to, and I strive to be as kind and as caring as you are. Thank you for so much. You've taught me so much. You've called me to love with an open mind and an open heart.
Can we just say Lucy just graduated from college?
From our very own Della Penna.
It's safe to say I have never met anyone in my life quite like Reverend Kim Harvie, but I was fortunate to grow up hearing someone on television who I think approximates the very sweet and generous spirit that she shows all of us. His name was Mr. Farber-Robertson. We know simply as Mr. Rogers. This is a tune that he wrote. A lot of people don't know he wrote all those lyrics and music to the songs he did. That have another standard after that, so. It's you I like. It's not the things you wear, not the way you do your hair, but it's you I like. The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you, not the things that hide you, not your jokes, they're just beside you. But it's you I like, every part of you, your skin, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you remember, even when you're feeling blue, that it's you I like, it's you yourself, it's you. Yes, it's you I like. I like New York in June. How about you? I like a Gershwin tune. How about you? I like a fireside when a storm is due. I like potato chips, moonlight and motor trips. How about you? I like to read good books. I can't get my fill. Oh, my dear Reverend Kim's good looks give me a thrill. Holding hands and we show when all the lights are low. May not be new. I like it. How about you? I like Boston in the fall. How about you? Stephen Sondheim most of all. How about you? I love the Boston Common when the grass is fresh with dew. I like tortilla chips, Gladys Knight and the Pips. How about you? I love the dream of fame, maybe I'll shine. I'd love to see your name right beside mine. I can see we're in harmony. Looks like we both agree on what to do. But I like it. How about you? It's you yourself. It's you. It's you I like. I mean, it's you we love. We love.
That was great. Okay, I'm going to freak out for a minute. I've lost some of my notes. Anybody see the second page of notes? All right, well, you know what? We're just going to wing it. Did you? I can't take you anywhere. Thank you. I had no idea how to segue from Joe singing to giving the gifts. And then I thought, let's breathe. I don't think I breathed today. I was in the kitchen, I didn't breathe. I thought it would be nice to take a breath, and breathing is one of the things that we do well together. And when I sound the bell, let's all take 3 breaths. That's great. When I breathe in gratitude. And I breathe out love. I'm breathing in gratitude. I'm breathing out love. One more time. I am breathing in gratitude. And I'm breathing out love. I don't know about you, but I really needed that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
And now, this is the time that I've been waiting for. I know I've made all of you guys crazy. I've been trying to show you pictures and sent you pictures and posted pictures on Facebook. Look at this. Look at what you found for Kim. Look at what we're getting. Look at what we're getting. Finally, it's the time. Kimmy, you need to come up here. First, we have some treasures from the writing group. Something that someone left, and I'm going to give these to you to open later because I know the writing group has a lot to say, and it's going to take a while to get through.
Thank you, writers. I can't wait.
Okay? We'll figure this out. Now, jade is the stone for the 35th anniversary. And by now you already know what's in the box. So go ahead and open it. Right here. Go ahead and open it. I brought you scissors.
I know what's in it.
Huh? Yeah, you know what's in it. Thank you, Bill Briggs, for his magnificent wrapping doll.
I feel like I'm getting married again.
Hey, Kim, are you piled up with presents over there? I can't see.
As I'm opening this, it occurs to me to ask, did the guest book make it downstairs?
The guest book made it downstairs. If you haven't signed it, please on your way out, sign the guest book.
Thank you. Great. Is this part of it? I open this?
It's Golden May, you should save it. Oh, Nancy Perna gave that to me 15 years ago, and finally I used it. It's a baby. for over 2 years. She was waiting for you, Kimmy. Now, I showed people pictures, I showed everybody, probably got tired of me, and she was so beautiful. And everyone asked, who is she? What's her name? What's her name? And I had no idea, so I named her Cindy. Cindy has been resting on my dining room table now for 3 months. And even though she's going to a good home, I'm going to miss her. Kimmy, can you bring Cindy back for 1 minute? I need to show people something. We'll put her on Untitled. Now, I love Cindy because if you look at her finger, she sits there and she says, it's all going to be okay. That's why I love Cindy. The next piece.
Honestly, I've never seen a Buddha with fingernail polish. Queen Cheryl.
She's a fan.
Did you polish her nails?
Another fine lesbian craft class. This next piece is a book that I made for you, specifically for this day. Several years ago, you had me clean out the archives, and there are some things that I decided these are not going to Harvard for people to maybe or maybe not see 100 years from now. We're going to save them for the living, for people who can appreciate them. And you can just go ahead and cut it open. I have more of the ribbon, so you don't have to save it. And I found all kinds of pictures from David Greenlee, Kim's mentor, and his wife, and her beloved Dan Cheever, and put them all together. So there you have it. In the very back, there's a book by David Greenlee, and so they couldn't be here in person. They couldn't be here in the flesh, but they have joined you. They've joined you here today in your retirement. We're going to put this to the side.
Good luck, but you can't touch.
My presents.
Hey, Kim, I need you up here too, please. Come on. What? The last present.
Oh, sure, you shouldn't have to wrap it.
Kim, the life of a clergy spouse is not easy. She's laughing. She knows.
I'm sorry.
Those 2 a.m. phone calls. Let's move this a little. Let me give you guys some space. Those 2 a.m. phone calls that can never be good. Canceled plans. Watching the one you love for 18-hour days and kind of need to pretend she's not really, really tired. Running ragged. And Kim, your generosity over the years has been beyond measure. Thank you. In just 3 weeks, you'll have Kim all to yourself. Be careful what you ask for.
Wait, I have to tell you, we've already got it all worked out. It's going to be like, honey, I have a sermon, sit down. Kelly's going to do the candles. They're going to be all candles of concern.
I've wanted to tell you about.
Now, this last gift I've been holding on to for several months. Well, you all have lived with Tiffany windows, and I heard that Tiffany's isn't just for windows. And Penna, I was going to get you a sparkly purse, but a mutual friend said, no, get them both matching bracelets. They like to match. So here's one for you, and one for you. Open them, please. I saved the receipt in case you don't like them.
We'll like that.
Can you tell I'm that kind of unwrapper that likes to save things and look at them and go slowly? I'm sorry.
I'm the original. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow.
They're exchangeable as they're too big. I kept staring at your wrist and I measured mine. It was hard.
They're beautiful.
They're absolutely beautiful. Thank you. And you do like to match. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, we have,
I put chairs over there for you. Thank you.
now, I want to tell you a little bit about the adventures of a Kmart kid at Tiffany's. I ordered the bracelets on the phone and told the woman that I wanted them engraved. The service begins when the service ends. We love you. Wasn't that nice? Yeah. Yes. Yes. And the woman said, oh, how lovely. Now that's $80 for the first 3 letters, $10 for each letter after that, and the punctuation is free. I did the math, and for a little more money, we could have bought a 3rd bracelet, so these are not engraved. Love has its limits. Then the woman asked if I would like them sent to my house. Clearly, she did not know where I lived. She suggested that I pick them up at the store. I was feeling a bit intimidated about walking into Tiffany's, and so I asked Barbara to come with me. Do you have a coat? Yeah. Well, put it on. You can't walk into Tiffany's like that. Since I was spending the money, I didn't see anything wrong with walking into Tiffany's wearing my Killer Kitty hoodie, but I deferred to Barbara and put on my coat. Including taxes, the bill came to $100.05. They charged us a nickel for the bag. And since we couldn't get them engraved, the woman was kind enough to spend some time with me on the phone until we could find something perfect to be written on the card. The service begins when the service ends, with deepest love for dearest Kim, from everyone whose lives you touched. Don't leave this sitting around.
Yes, Grandma. Yes, Grandma, first.
There you go. I'll put it in there.
I was scared to death. I really was. Like, what do you do with that? I put it in my backpack, and I got it here, and this whole time, it's been hiding in the very, very back room where we store the Christmas tree stuff, and I put it in a dirty bin so nobody would look at it. And it worked. We made it to today. I believe that next on our program, it's time for our Reverend Kim to say a few words.
I think you've heard more than enough words from me today. I'm going to continue to say thank you, which is really all I want to say over and over again. I'm beginning not to be able to hold it together, so you really don't want me to stand up here much longer. I just want to take a moment to say, as we all know, Cheryl's love language is feeding us. And to Cheryl, for feeding us in so many ways, thank you. I will also say I know and love every single person in this room, which is an incredible thing to be able to say. How lucky am I? I love you so much. Thank you for all of this. Thank you for all of this. And yeah, this is not the end. Right? Great. I love you forever. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to keep you right here. And I want to start a blessing. I want everyone to put your hands together. Not you. All right, well, you can bless yourself, that's fine. Put your hands together. Everybody put your hands together. And look at Kim. This is your heart. This is your heart. And send love through your heart. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it anywhere. I go and you go, my dear. Whatever is done by only me is your doing. Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root and the bud of the bud and the sky of the tree called life, which grows higher than soul can hope or mind can hide. We carry your heart. We carry it in our hearts. Amen. And everyone, please stand up. Please stand up. Now every year, Kim blesses the runners, and this is our runner. She's running away. And as we bless her, just like we do, blessing of the runners, I want everyone to reach out. Put your hand on the hand of the person next to you or the hand on their shoulder. Everyone touching in this room, reach out so we are all connected. And let's take that love, every bit of love, and send it through the room and send it all. Surround our Kim with enough love to carry a lifetime. In the Bible, there's a story of a master who gives 3 of his housemen a small bonus and tells them to use it wisely. One man put the money in a drawer, one buried his money in the ground, but the third invested what he had been given and made more money. When the master asked the houseman to give account, he was angry at the first 2, but to the last he said, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." To you, our beloved Reverend Kim Crawford Harvie, we say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." New service will begin as this 35 years of service ends. Bless your beautiful, beautiful heart. We love you. And let the people say, Amen. Amen.
Please visit ascboston.org for more information about this historic Unitarian Universalist congregation. Arlington Street Church, gathered in love and service for justice and peace.